Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is an unbelievable crowd, and my sincere thanks to everybody that has made time to come here to CDW Tampa to celebrate our grand opening and our ribbon cutting. This is now our 8th hour in this office, and there's a tremendous group of people that worked Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday to make this game ready for Monday, and we really do appreciate everybody that has helped us along the way, especially our business partners. This is a very partner-oriented business. We can't do it without you. The technology that you all create and bring together with us as a solution really sets us apart in the partner community, as well as the customer community. We really appreciate it. There are some partners I certainly wanted to call out by name for helping us along the way, but for sponsoring this fantastic event today. So in alphabetical order, we have APC and Apple, Cisco, EMC, HP, IBM, Lenovo, Microsoft, NetApp, Riverbed, Symantec, and VMware. So a round of applause for our partners. I also wanted to take some time to introduce our VIPs that have traveled some far and some just across the street to be here, and especially to those of you that may have a hard time flying back up into the Northeast. So, Mayor, you'll never have to declare a state of emergency for snow here in Tampa. We're thankful for that. But first up, for Chris Corley, our Senior VP of Sales. Welcome, Chris. Mike Raplin, who you all know, our VP of the South. Welcome, Mike. Norm Lillis, I promise I will take the seat next to Norm. You are not alone, Norm. Norm Lillis, our VP of Systems and Solutions. Welcome, Norm. And finally, our special guest that has made time to join us here at CDW Tampa, the memorable and charismatic Mayor of Tampa, Mayor Bob Buckhorn. Welcome. A quick story of memorable. So we opened our first office in Tampa in 2011, just across the bridge in Harbor Island. And some of the coworkers that are here today, when they first stepped into the office in May, it was a very interesting first day at CDW Tampa. Certainly looked a lot better than what you saw today. There were boxes on the floor, and many folks that walked in for the first time said, "Am I in the right place?" And I assured them with the shirt and tie that they were, as we guided them on their journey to their career. And that small start of 12 coworkers have really catapulted us to a prominent player in Florida, and now moving forward into Georgia. And obviously it's our coworkers and our business partners that helped us with that. When we looked for new space, because it's a part of the CDW way, one of the things we do is spend a lot of time not only researching our options, but understanding what's best for our coworkers. And we worked with CB Richard Ellis. We found 15 different buildings that we toured throughout this process. And we settled in on 3. And of the 3 that we settled in on, we put it to vote with our coworkers. And the coworkers had an opportunity to look at the floor plan, and look at the surroundings, and look at the potential, because this was going to be our home for the next collection of years. And there was a resounding, we want to stay in downtown, we want to stay in the heart of Tampa, and we want to stay where everything is within walking distance. Because there's this resurgence of energy in the city of Tampa. If you look at the Riverwalk project, I think there have been 6 mayors that have working on that project, and Mayor Buckhorn has the opportunity to bring that to a close. And there are destinations among the Riverwalk. So those of you that are from out of town, please take some time to walk out that way and check it out. We have a brand new park, Waterworks Park, up on the one side. It'll be bordered on Channel Side on the other, which is another major project here in Tampa. So this is an exciting place to be. We're certainly glad that you are all here with us to celebrate our grand opening. And I'd like to turn it over to Mayor Bob Buckhorn to talk a little bit about the city of Tampa and the resurgence of energy for business and communities in the urban space.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, thank you. All right.
First of all, to all of our friends from Chicago, you are welcome. No visas required. I have your voter registration cards in my pocket. You come from a city run by Irish politicians, this is no different. So, first of all, to all of you, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. It's been pretty amazing to watch the growth of this company here in the Tampa Bay area, but But what I think it does is it parallels the growth and the explosion in this community. I mean, this is the most exciting time in Tampa's history. And I've been doing this since 1987. I've lived through the ups and downs. I lived through the period of time when we were written about as America's next great city. But I think we are this far away from achieving that goal, and you are a big part of it. If you think about the urban core of Tampa, and you think about what has occurred over the last 4 to 5 years, and you think about what is about to occur over the next 4 years, this will be a different city. Not only in terms of the skyline's different, but in terms of the energy, in terms of the swagger, in terms of the young people that are flocking to the urban core in droves. I mean, we have more demand for residential living in downtown Tampa than we have supply. That's why there's 5 new residential towers that will break ground over the next year, 4 new mid-rise projects that will break ground. The Riverwalk that Mike just talked about, literally 40 years, 6 mayors in the making, will be finished this April. The old federal courthouse has been restored. Eulalie restaurant, how many of you have been to Eulalie? Yeah. Awesome. Hopefully on the company credit card. It's all right, it's cheap. I'll bet you they'll be there tonight. And that's not even talking about what Jeff Finnick is about to do. I mean, within a month, once we get the approval from the Board of Governors, we're moving the USF Medical School and the Heart Institute right downtown. You will be able to look out your window and see the emergence of a world-class medical school and an entire economy being created. But most importantly for me as mayor, when I look around this room, this is exactly the demographic group that we have spent 4 years trying to attract to our urban core. Now, the guys who live in Wesley Chapel notwithstanding, this young talent, this intellectual capital that we're competing for against Charlotte and Austin and Raleigh-Durham and Nashville and San Diego, these bright young people that are filling these cubicles that you have right out here, that are calling Tampa home, that we are attracting, that for a decade we lost them on a one-way street leaving the state of Florida and leaving this city. They are coming home now, and they're bringing their friends. And so come hell or high water, I'm not losing my kids to Charlotte, North Carolina. And I'm not losing them to Raleigh either. So forget that Raleigh stuff, just double the size of this office and operate North Carolina from right here. Because I will not close a bridge, but I will turn the water off in this building. So, yeah, I would rethink it if I were you. But it's an exciting time, and you guys are a big part of it. What you guys have experienced here in your growth from Harbor Island to where we are now is exactly what is occurring all over the city. It is an amazing time for us. And so bear in mind that the next 4 years are going to be even better. We've already created more jobs in the Tampa Bay area than any place else in the state of Florida over the last 2 years. So I anticipate that's not going to change. We are riding a rocket right now. And if we do this right, this will be the city in the southeast, south of Atlanta, that drives the economy. We're already driving Florida out of this recession. If we do this right, this will be that place in America that everyone talks about. They won't even think about Chicago. And certainly not Raleigh. This will be the place, and you guys are a part of it. So enjoy the urban experience, enjoy downtown, eat at the restaurants, spend a lot of money. I want you living down here. When Vinnick gets done with that $1 billion investment, that entire Channel Side area will look different, completely different. And so stay with us, keep growing, keep hiring, keep prospering. I'm going to do my part, and at the end of this, when they look back on this period of time, for your company and for my city, they will say that this is where we took our turn on the stage of great American companies and great American cities. This is Tampa's time. Got it? All right, let's go.
All right, here we go. Here we go.